Everyone remembers Jaws and the terror of Quint's chilling monologue, but the horror he described wasn't fiction. It had already happened, and in the end, it would consume the captain himself. July 1945. The USS Indianapolis moves through the Pacific like a ghost. No escort, no lights, no margin for error. Deep inside the ship's steel belly lies a cargo so secret that even the captain is forbidden to know its nature. The enriched uranium and internal components for Little Boy. The atomic bomb destined for Hiroshima. Just past midnight on July 30th, a black ocean, a ship, alone. From the void, 2 torpedoes from the Japanese submarine tear into the starboard side. In 12 minutes, the Indianapolis, a 610-foot warship, is gone. Nearly 900 men escape the inferno and plunge into the oil-slicked waters of the Philippine Sea. No food, no fresh water, almost no rafts, only darkness. For 4 days, the survivors endure a living hell. The sun strips their skin raw. Dehydration drives men to madness. Then the ocean begins to feed. The blood and chaos draw hundreds of oceanic white-tip sharks. For 96 hours, the men form tight circles, clinging to one another as crewmates are pulled beneath the surface, one by one, into the silent red below. The true horror of the Indianapolis wasn't the torpedoes. It wasn't the sharks. It was the silence. As the ship went down, her radio operators sent 3 desperate SOS signals. All 3 were received. None were acted upon. At one station, the officer was asleep. His subordinates didn't want to wake him. At another, a commander dismissed the message as a Japanese trick. At the third, a coding error made the SOS difficult to read, so it was ignored. No one cross-checked the signals. No one verified the ship's position. No one noticed she had vanished. When the Indianapolis failed to arrive at Leyte Gulf, port authorities simply crossed her off the arrival board. Assumed she'd been rerouted, never checked. The ship was gone, and the Navy didn't even know it. Only on day 4, by pure accident, a patrol pilot spotted an oil slick. By the time rescue ships arrived, 316 men were still alive. Nearly 600 had died waiting for help that never came. For decades, the tragedy was buried beneath the triumph of victory. It took Hollywood to force the world to look again. In Jaws, Quint delivers a monologue that chills audiences to this day. 1,100 men went into the water. 316 men came out, and the sharks took the rest. Anyway, we delivered the bomb. The film changed details, but the truth remained. The real monster wasn't just in the water. It was the crushing weight of being forgotten. As the war ended, the Navy needed a scapegoat. They chose the captain. They blamed him for failing to zigzag, despite testimony from the Japanese submarine commander himself, stating that zigzagging would have made no difference. For decades, he endured PTSD and hate mail from grieving families who had been led to believe he was responsible for their sons' deaths. On November 6, 1968, Captain McVeigh walked into his garden, picked up his service revolver, and ended his life. In his hand was a toy sailor. It took 30 years, a relentless campaign by survivors, and the determination of an 11-year-old boy named Hunter Scott for Congress to finally clear McVeigh's name. The tragedy of the USS Indianapolis is not a relic. It is a warning whispered across generations. Whether navigating hostile waters or managing high-pressure, high-hazard energy operations, the laws of risk never change. When leadership grows comfortable, the invoice is paid in catastrophic failure and human lives. The absence of incidents does not mean the presence of control. The system will not save you. Blind trust in checklists, protocols, and unverified telemetry breeds invisible disasters. In high-hazard industries, there is no such thing as a minor oversight. Every ignored red flag, every delayed maintenance task, every shortcut taken for production speed creates a ripple, one that can grow into a catastrophe. Your responsibility is not theoretical. It is immediate. It is personal. And it is absolute. Keep your channels open. Challenge your assumptions. Protect your people. Because in the end, every disaster begins as a whisper. And when the anchor drops, the responsibility stops with you.